Let's go. Alrighty, yo, yo, yo. Look at my hair. Damn. What's up, guys? How are we doing? Say what's up in the chat. Say what's up in the chat. How are we doing, guys? Yo, yo, yo. What up? Hi, Marion. Hi, Sean. Nice. What's happening? Hi, Peter. Yes, Jake. What's up? Yo, yo, yo. Michael, Isaac, Cadito, if I'm saying that right, Alan, T. Boyle, Ian. Nice, nice, nice. Eric, Anthony, what's up? Back again. Fantastic. Yes. How is your son, Sheldon? He's okay. We were at doctor's earlier, just checking his eyes are a little bit. What is it? I don't know what it's called, but yeah, his eyes a little bit, and I don't know if it's a colic, stomach problems. I don't know if colic's real, but it's something. So I'm busy learning. Guys, how are we doing? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? So I am pumped today. You're gonna get a lot of energy from me. Why? Because I took a nap, right? And I want to ask you guys a favor now. Who's parents? Can I have one in the chat? Who's parents? Who has kids? Okay. Someone's something. Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay, great. So I'm gonna teach you how to trade, and then you're gonna teach me parent skills. Is that cool? Okay, you're gonna teach me because I had no sleep last night, and the night before I had no sleep either. I'm trying to figure out two kids all of a sudden. Quite tricky, quite tricky. I'm not gonna lie. However, took after the nap, and I'm pumped with energy, and ready to get going again. Next question that I have for you guys: Who took the trade? Who took the trade and who took profits, right? Who got the trade? Can I have give me a 2 in the chat. You took the trade and it closed. And you banked a nice little 19%. Those who obviously took some leverage, it would have been a little bit sexier. But who hit it, right? Who got it? Who got it? I want to see it. I want to see it. Twos in the chat. You took the trade. 70%, baby. Nice, nice, nice. In a market that is quite choppy, right? Now, guys, there was no sort of coincidence when it came to this specific trade, right? I'm going to go through it again. It was literally the four-step method. And I'll show you guys, how we looked at it and all these type of things as well. Okay, and just before I continue with this, can I have a 3 in the chat? Who wants another trade? Who wants to maybe short the market? Right? Who wants to learn how to short today? I might have a short available. We'll see now if we get a little bounce. If I had a short ready, it played out a little bit earlier. But if there's a retest, there might be a short available today, right? And we're going to learn how to short together. Nonetheless, I'm going to explain to you guys the four-step method on a short. I recently took a short with that account. We all know I was around 10K the last time we saw that specific account and trade that we took. I just want to give you guys a little bit of a showdown here, just so that you could see that all you need is momentum in the markets and you need a good streak and you're back, baby. It doesn't matter about those. There's the short, right? So I was on a 10K account when we started 2 days back, and now the account is on a 36K account. Over here, I did the four-step method. I took a short on the trade here. Actually, quite simple. I just want to show you here. First thing again, Fibonacci. Where's the 618? There it is. The next thing, I could see that it's an uprising. It's a bearish pattern. Next thing, trend at the bottom, break trend. Okay, there's horizontal resistance on the left over here, and RSI was at the top, and I got my short entry, right? And now we're getting ready. There's a long incoming, or there's a retest for a short, and we're going to look to take another trade with you guys over here today. But I'm going to explain them to you as well. Okay, how did it feel? Obviously, you guys, and for me, I jumped on and said, who wants to trade? Everyone wants to trade, right? How did it feel to take the trade, to have the confidence, to take it in, put the damn stop loss, sit back, and let it play out, right? And it played out, right? But how did it feel to have that robotic mind? How did it feel that we didn't have that? Yes, you might have had a little bit of those nerves and those emotions, but you never had, but what if it does this? What if it does this? It was the confidence. It was, you know what? The boxes are ticking. These things are happening. Take the damn trade, right? And this is what I want you guys to become. It's not about worrying about losses, because if that trade lost, right, we'd be sitting here today longing Cardano 30% cheaper than what it was. Okay, it would have been an opportunity again, okay, to happen to get us a bigger trade. But don't be afraid of it. Confidence is the biggest thing when it comes to taking down trades. And it felt great, right? Can I have yeses in the chat? It felt nice. It felt nice to jump on, see my 4 boxes, take the damn trade with Sheldon, and it played out beautifully. Right? And it felt good and it felt strong. And that's what I'm going to emphasize a little bit more on today as well, is to deep dive a little bit more into these trades. I do want to explain to you guys a little bit of shorting as well and show you how the 4-step method works really nice for shorting over there as well. But it's so nice that all you got to do every day is jump on, see, is this thing in an up, down, or sideways trend? What part of my account am I trading? Remember, today I'm going to teach you guys businesses and how to split your damn money up, to have roadmaps with your money, and to have purpose behind your money. To know that if you have 70% of your account, it only trades on one time frame with the 4-step method. Very simple. Again, if you want to trade a small account to make daily bread and daily $50 a day, okay, you're going to trade the 15-minute charts and you're going to trade with this 4-step method. Okay, it is nice to jump on, have something that, look, at 4-box tick to buy or sell. If not, you put an alarm, you go continue back to work, ping, 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 ping. In 3 hours, you come back, you pay attention, you take the damn trade. It is nice. It starts to, what we are doing is we're starting to remove that emotion, right? And we're starting to bring in the confidence in the system, the confidence within the tools that you are using. And that's why the 4 steps powerful, because you're using 4 tools, you're not using 1 tool. Right? You're not using your opinion. You're not using the news. You're not using the FUD. You're not using what conspiracy theories people are thinking, right? You're not none of that stuff. You are following what data is telling you. And what that does over time is it really becomes, you become a confident trader to trust your process. Plus, I've also explained to you that there's times, think about it of you building a car right now, okay? And there's times that you got to go tune the motor, right? Which means, oh, the market's a little bit more choppy. My 4-step method is getting a little bit stopped. Let me go quickly pop on a 5-minute chart. Let me go trade for 2 hours. And let me quickly just put a trading journal and just see what my problem is. Okay? It's basically plugging in a diagnostic machine into your car that tells you, hey, your air filter is giving you problems. This is why when you get to 3rd gear, your car is stuttering, or but it's like, you see. So your diagnostic test is something like your trading journal that you just plug in, have a look. That's where the problem is. That's what I got to go fix. I got to tweak it right now. My system is having a few little problems with the current market, because the market changes, the market evolves, it changes, and these type of things. But again, as long as you have the system where, oh, I figured out where the problem is, I just updated my 4-step system, you continue to be a damn robot, which is amazing. Can I have 1 or 2 people right now, before, as the trade is getting ready, we're not far from the trade, right? Can I have 1 or 2 people come up and just tell me, how did it feel to have to jump into a trade, to know what was the aha moment of this trade, to jump on there, to take the thing and give me a quick feel of how did it feel? Obviously, to win is great. It's always amazing to win. Okay, but how did it feel to see, okay, I can have a system that does all this working out for me. I don't have to sit and figure it out. I don't have to sit and, which means on my bad days, when I have a headache and I'm not good, I can still make money, right? When I'm not feeling great, or I'm super pumped up, or I'm drunk right now, I can still take a trade, right? But but the moment that you have all these little things in the background and you trying to trade and make your own opinions, the best thing is to have a system. So can we have Brian pop up quickly and just let me know a quick aha moment of the trade, and maybe even the TA or anything you've learned from the last 2 events? Let me know where your head's at. How you doing, Brian? Let's see if I can unmute you over there. I love the bike in the background. Let's see. I've asked you to unmute. I got more trades for you guys. It's not too far. There we go, Brian. I like the bike. I like the bike riding on the shoulder there, baby. Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Nice, nice, nice. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good this morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
How's it been for you?
It's great, Sheldon. I've been following you for just some time over a year. I joined the school. I'm at a 80% win rate on my
Wow.
trades. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
nice.
I've taken some big losses. I took a big loss on that first big flush out. It destroyed my account, but like you said, the confidence to know that you can rebuild it. Where I started, I was telling some people on Discord, I started with $30, and that's all I
Wow.
allowed myself to trade with. Dollar trades, $2 trades, $3 trades with leverage. And
Okay.
when you lose 50 cents or you lose 20 cents, or it feels bad that you lost, but you don't feel so bad.
Yeah, it's not losing 10 grand, right?
Yeah, and I have a full-time job. I own a business. This is my build wealth. My build
The
future
next
wealth.
chapter.
And
The next
yes,
chapter, right?
yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so the trade was great. Unfortunately, I missed the short. I was out. I was out getting taking care of doing self health and
Yeah.
working out, and then went and got a massage,
Oh,
sports massage.
nice.
So yeah, I was.
Nice.
I'm if as you can see, I'm an active sports
Bike
guy,
rider.
and
Yes, yes, yes.
I've ruined my knees over time. I'm 52 years old. I just got both my knees replaced this year or this
Oh,
past year. And
okay.
so yeah, so I'm doing a bunch of recovery work and trying to
So,
get
so,
my
so two things there, Brian. Obviously,
yeah.
you said you got smacked the first time. So explain to me quickly what this trading the small account did for you, and secondly, what kind of got your trading back on track, right?
Yes,
What
trading.
was it throughout this journey, through the shows, maybe through some of the school, the education? Like, what was one of? Just take us a quick down the roadmap from getting your butt maybe whipped over the one flush out, and then just kind of, you know what? Whoa, this is a serious game here. I need to pay attention to. What was the realization for you, and how did the journey start there?
Well, the journey started with me getting scammed from a group of people that were left over from the BitConnect.
Oh
Um,
wow.
Lost a huge
Okay.
amount of money there, couple 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was bad. Lost all my
Yeah.
Bitcoin. Um,
Okay.
then realized that I had
I think I
to.
think you, Craig, and Jason must go hug each other for all the Bitcoin you guys have lost as a
Yeah,
team there.
yeah.
Hey Jay, hey Craig.
So
Fine,
I
fine.
had to pick myself up from that, realize that you can't trust anybody, and that I had to take it into my own hands. And so I started dollar cost averaging, buying Bitcoin every day
hmm
at what I could afford. And as times were good and was making more money, I'd up that daily cost averaging, and then I'd lower it when I needed to. But I've been buying Bitcoin daily. Now, I um I
And the
hadn't
trading
traded.
side?
What's
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
And
I
the
hadn't
trading side?
traded, and then I found out that I could trade with derivatives, and that legally that I could trade on Blowfin, and
Okay.
in the U.S. So I started trading, and yeah, I started looking for every avenue and all the places I could find alpha and find people that were knowledgeable, and it led me to crypto banter, um, and then it led me to you. And I love your energy. I think that you're one of the best. And but of course I watch everybody else on crypto banter
Amazing.
as well. But yeah, and so learning. I'm a I'm a mechanical engineer, so I can read the charts. I see the charts. I see the lines, the trend lines, and everything, the patterns. Um, but learning the mechanics that you teach really helped me to just stay focused on knowing that, as a mechanical engineer, knowing that mechanically things do what they're supposed to do as long as everything, all the gears are in place and everything is right. And so
Exactly.
that leads me to
Alignment.
the
Yeah.
4-step process is that if you can look at those 4 steps and say, okay, I trust because mechanically I know this is what the markets are going to do. Now, will they reverse on you and possibly do something different? Of course, in crypto, because every little news, somebody sneezes and the market shifts. But yeah, so that's been great for me. Um,
And why did you
and
trade the $30 account? For
oh,
those
the
that
thirty
maybe
dollar
have been
account was
wrecked
just
before, like
yeah, the
what
thirty
did
dollar
that do
account.
for you? Because I think that can help a lot of people because a lot of people are obviously coming with a bunch of their money. And the first thing you guys must realize, guys, is the market will always be here. I know we may talk bull market, it's coming, 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 but always know that for the next 5 years, it will be there every day. There'll always be a trade, right? So rather get your technique right. It's like a sport. Get your technique right first, because you're gonna play the sport your whole damn life, right? So
Yeah,
so take me down a quick. You got a quick 2 minutes, Brian. Then I'm gonna move to
yeah,
the next one of why
absolutely.
small accounts and how can this help people?
Oh, small account. As long as you're not trading for your life to survive, it's way better to take it small and feel the look. We're all ran off dopamine. and feeling the dopamine rush of winning a trade, even if it's small, and being in an 80 percentile win rate feels a heck of a lot better than just getting crushed and being depressed, right? So it's so much safer to trade with a small account, have the rush of winning, and get your technique right, and then move on to, okay, now I can do $100 because I know that I took that $30 and I turned it into 300. So now I can trade with 100 and then take the 200 and put it into Bitcoin, whatever, and then only trade with 100, and then do that again and take it to 1,000, and then and so you step it up in a ladder, and it's so much safer, and then you don't go through these depressed moments and
Mm.
revenge trade, and that's why I do it, and I think that can help everybody.
Amazing. Thank you so much, buddy.
Can I
And I'm
ask
excited
one
to see you.
technical question? Can I ask one technical question?
You can, and I
So,
will answer it later.
okay, great.
Yeah.
So if I'm short or long, like right now, I rode the Sonic up to the top. I waited for it to pull back, not far enough. I got back in, and then it dropped, and now I'm stuck, and I'm just waiting at a 2x leverage. The question is that if I want to up my leverage and then get into a bigger position, do I have to open a new long, or can I up my leverage and add margin?
Yes, you can.
That's my question, because I don't
You can.
understand. It really
You
doesn't
can
make
you can
sense
you
to me,
can
the
add more
margin
you can add more
versus.
margin to the trade. Because the moment you up your leverage is going to free up more margin and you can use that margin to buy into the trade and add it to the position. And all it's going to do is going to take your one buy and your second buy and average it out. It's basically going to say, okay, you bought $2,000, for example, here. Now you've taken on maybe more leverage because you got some room, and you buy another 2,000 here. It will take the two and average. All it's going to do is move your average entry price. It's going to move it up because you're
So
buying in
you
two
open a
places now.
you open a new long.
Yeah, well, not a new one.
Well,
You just open a long inside of that long. You just open
okay,
another. You add more margin to that trade, and you can build it bigger. Yes, that's something that
okay.
I
So
do a
you add
lot of.
margin.
That's something that I do a lot of. Yes. So what I do is, for example, I go on a 2x. I start winning the trade, and then when I know I got room to keep my stop loss way above, I'm like, whoa, I can make this bigger, right? So it's breaking another trend now. It's starting to show me that's going to go up again. So I'm going to go to a 4x now, and I'm going to buy that money in and make my position bigger because I know I'm safe and I have a stop loss in play. If
So
that
when
makes
I'm
sense.
adding margin, it is increasing my position.
It is increasing your position, which will increase your liquidation, which will increase everything. That's why you make sure there's a stop loss above entry, meaning that you've now removed risk, which means you can take on more risk, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
Amazing. No problem at all. No problem at all. Can we have Rachel over here? And then I am going to speak. Daniel will talk tonight. So he's always his hand up. We'll have Daniel. Rachel, how was it for you? How's things been on a quick scale? How are you doing firstly?
Yeah, I'm okay. To be honest, my sleep is so upside down because of this crypto.
Market.
I put
I feel
everything.
you. I
I put
feel
every,
you.
I put everything in spot, and I've lost half my money so far. And
Okay.
it
When
was
did you start?
it was in the summer sometime. So
Okay.
I had a little bit of experience in the last bull run, but basically I knew nothing because it's not really my angle of interest, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it was during COVID and all that. I jumped on and I was doing a bit of spot day trading because that was the video I seen online and whatever. And you'd win some and you'd lose some. I lost more than I won, and I
Yeah.
I picked up a good description of that from another video, which was that when you're in the upward part of the bull run, it hides your mistakes. You know,
Yes. Very true. Very
brilliant.
true.
And so this time I'm in massive debt, so I asked for an early, my mother sold her house and I asked for an early inheritance, and I actually came into the market with like 290,000 on spot, but I came in at the wrong time and I put it into Sol. It went up a bit and it shot down. I put it into Sui,
Mm-hmm.
it went up a bit and it shot down. So I've lost half my money. And
Okay.
I have never done leverage until the other day with you. So first of all, before I go on to that, can I just ask, when I make a spot buy, um, you all go on about stop losses and whatever. Like, is that for a spot buy to have a stop loss? Is that just a limit sell?
Yes, it's basically a hidden limit sell because a limit order sits in the book so everyone can see it, and then a stop loss is a if it triggers a certain point, it will bring up the limit. It is a limit order, yes. But the reason
Okay.
why you can't put it as a limit order is because it will automatically go through, right? So it has to be a
That
hidden.
happened to me before, yeah.
Yeah, if you just do a limit order and try put that as a stop loss, that's not going to work because it's going to sell you out automatically at a loss because you're
Yeah.
basically going into the books and someone will just take that, the order will go through. But a stop loss hides the order until price is achieved, then the order will reveal itself and then there will be a buy and sell on the other side of that. Yes.
So with your trade the other day, I couldn't get WeX to work because I obviously didn't have enough internet. There's too much going on my computer. So I did it after the show.
Okay.
And when I do something first, I get a bit blinded, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting in, and it went on the 20x. I thought I could have, I
Okay.
didn't look clearly enough, but I
Yes,
ended
yes,
up on
yes.
the 20K, and um, I wanted to
Did it feel
change.
good because you've never done the leverage before, just to go and say, you know what, I'm going to do it, right? And not to be
Yeah, no,
afraid and to see the other side that, yes, there's losses, but there's also wins, right? There's also like, because your 20x must have done pretty good on that little bit of whatever it may be.
but I only put $10 in, okay?
No
Because you said
problem.
money, right? So
Yes.
I put in $10, realized I was on 20x because then the margin was only tiny.
Okay.
So that made me a tiny margin, and I can't remember what I did with the stop loss, but I ended up trying to do the stop loss afterwards, and I couldn't find how to do it, so I cancelled
Okay.
out the
So,
trade.
Rachel, so what we're gonna do here today, I think I'm gonna help a lot with this again. Just keep with me on this journey. We're gonna get this. There's still a lot of learning, when it comes to these stops, these type of trades and things like that. The main goal for us taking that trade together was that confidence, right? Now today I'm gonna show you again. Hey, leverage is there for 2% of your capital, and don't be afraid of it, right? And leverage is gonna be a powerful tool if you want to learn things quickly and pump those emotions up even more, right? If you're already not sleeping now, we'll tone down. Don't know too much leverage. To not you need to get some sleep. But nonetheless, the main goal the other day was to just to get that confidence going within the trades. And today, I'm just going to emphasize again the four-step methods and help you simplify the finding the trades, getting it in. And I know you may have lost 50%, let's say, or 60% of the capital. One trading streak and we're back on, baby. So let's just focus on your mechanics. Let's focus on your motor. Let's get that thing nice and beautiful. And this market is going to soon start returning money back to the market again. And I want to see you in a couple of weeks, a couple of months tonight to say, hey, I'm back in profits. Right? That's the
Yeah.
goal. That's the whole, yeah.
Quick question. I got confused over the leverage issue because I thought that at 20x, you put in 10 and you're you've got 20 times that or whatever,
Yes.
but it brought down the margin. So if I want to actually bet, let's say a 20x on $100, um, like if I want to use the whole $100 as a margin, you actually have to have 20 times that as the money in your account, is it?
No. No. The exchange is going to give you the other 20. Remember, by having a 20x, they're saying, hey, we're going to borrow you 20 times more the money. So
I
when you
know, but
buy, you're automatically going to have that money increase. So if you have $100 and you go 100% and you market buy, you're going to see your position is going to be worth $2,000.
yeah,
Yet you
I
only
thought
put 100 in.
that was my understanding. But when I looked at the numbers on the on the
Just go double
screen,
check again. But if I show you here, like as an example, here is my WeX account. I put in $91,000, but I got a 5x over here or 4x, and I'm playing with over 2,800 SOL, right? So that is worth $400,000. Yet I only put in $91,000. If I go here to this one over here in Cardano, right? And you could see the amount of money that I put in. I only put in $21,000, but my position size, as an example, because I'm only trading on a 9x here, and I don't actually have all the money in, okay, but I'm actually trading with 197, so that's $180,000 that I'm playing with. So my position size is worth $180,000, yet I only put in $21,000 of my own money. So
yeah,
it is
I must have
included, it is in there.
I must have read it wrong. I didn't pay an awful lot of attention to it because I've been minding my other money. in my main account, and that's been taking up most of my time. Like for example,
Yeah.
because you mentioned Ada. Now I've been really stupid, and I have picked up a lot in the last few days, I have to say.
Okay. Amazing. Don't worry. Step by step, you're gonna get it. Okay, I'm gonna jump on it and then we'll get back to more questions at the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, cool. So again, get confidence up, get things rolling. 4-step methods. Let's go through this for a second. So again, why did we take that specific trade? It was nice to have the one, that's good, but the better thing to understand is why we took it, right? So when I explained to you guys 4-step method, because that's the trade. There's the trade we took. Well done. Good trade. Not only good trade, I like that we really got close to the top as well. That was nice. You know, we literally were very close. There's the $1 range over there. We got close to the top. Market reversed after that. So that is a successful, really, really, really good trade. Okay, and we do have another one coming up. We either have a nice little sexy short that's going to be ready shortly, where the market's going to go up and we're going to start to get ready for the short, and Solana is going to be the one. Not in the short zone right now. It's a little bit too late. However, I think in the next, as I teach, I do think we're going to have maybe a little push up. Then I hopefully can have a short with you guys today. Otherwise, what's going to happen is it's going to drop here and we're going to long the damn market together. So I do think there's another trade happening on today's stream. But let's go over here to the Cardano one and let's quickly go through it again. So again, the first thing that I was looking at over here, okay, was understanding that, whoa, this thing had a big pump. So the first thing on a 4-step method, which is very important to understand yet again, is to understand that, hey, what direction were we going? And remember, guys, to help you as a trading tool, because you guys now, right now, you just need to keep practicing. You can use this replay button over here as well. Okay, so for example, you just find any coin now, you can go back now and say, hey, this is when we were taking the trade, right, guys? So you can cut it, and basically it will cut it all gone, all this, what has happened. And you can basically go practice. You can go and say, okay, I'm going to choose a random coin, I'm going to replay, I'm going to cut half of it out, and I'm going to practice. I'm going to say, okay, if I bought here, or would I have bought here, would I have sold here, and you'll play it out. Okay, and you just click this little play button over here, and you'll see that, let's just go back over here and cut it again. You will see that this thing will start to print candles out. So here, you'll see the candles will start to play out. And you'll see, hey, I was winning, I was losing. It's a great tool. Okay, but nonetheless, that was where we were at. We're basically in this zone over here. And we said, hey, so the first thing we did was up, down, or sideways trend, right? It was very clear that this thing had a pump and now coming down. And it's basically, you want to think of it as a drawing. You want to say, hey, this thing has done this, right? Which means this thing is in an uptrend. Why? Because massive push. We have a higher low at this point, and this is the big zone. So now automatically again, okay, uptrend, 4-step method. What is the plan? First thing I do is I slap a damn Fibonacci on it. Remember, when we are looking for something that is pulling back, you are taking the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top when you're looking to long that specific token, right? Or you're looking to push up. The other way I'll show you guys on the shorts now, I'll show you the other direction when you want to short the market or if the market's gonna come down. But you're taking the Fibonacci and you're dragging it this way. What that does is give you the levels. The next thing you look at is you say, okay, where were we at that time? So we take from the bottom to the top, and we say, and you put up all your Fibonacci's, and I explained to you guys the other day that the fibs are basically, we could hit either one. Okay, the fibs tell you that, hey, there's 5 options of where this token can bounce, right? Which one is it going to be? But nonetheless, these are 5 levels. And again, it's going to tell you how strong that coin is moving on either level that's dropping off. But there's 5 levels. So when you go here and you put in, you will see all your levels are basically there, right? All your levels, let's say there's a lot of the levels, there they all are, okay? But price was over here when we started opening up the charts and things like that. So the first thing I look at was, okay, where did we bounce off over here at the bottom? Was there any of the horizontal supports? Okay, was there anything that's justifying, that's telling me why this specific area over here that we took? Right, and you could see here that firstly it hit the 786. Do you guys see that? Price came down and it hit this one over here. Okay, now I go to the left-hand side here and I'm saying, is there any highs or lows that are in the same area as this over here? Yes, there is. Remember, this trade, we were a little bit later because a day before that, price was still coming down. Okay, and then you would have seen, okay, which one. So sometimes the best thing is to do is to allow the token to bounce. Once it bounces, because remember, I explained to you guys the emotions, that when price comes down, don't catch a falling knife. So for those that really want to get good at trading, and you want to, like, you've taken losses down and stuff like that, the best thing is to not chase the pump or dump, to try predict it too much, right? The knife is falling down. Don't catch the knife because you're going to cut your hand. Allow the knife to fall on the floor and pick it up. What does that mean? Allow the market to tank. Allow it to stop. Once it stops, then you say, whoa, okay, where are we stopping? Is this on a good Fibonacci level? Is there any horizontals? Is the RSI at the bottom? Are we breaking trend? If so, take the damn trade. If your 4 boxes are ticking. So again, when we came into this trade, the token the day before was already tanking. The best thing to do was, hey, allow this thing to tank. Wait, be patient, let it tank, let it tank. Oh, it's slowing down. Remember again, if you look at the emotions of that, panic, denial, anger, capitulation, depression. What is depression? Depression is the last phase before we start disbelief, hope, and we start moving up again, right? So that depression is just the slowdown. It's just the damage has happened. It's slowing down now. Perfect emotions to go pay attention today to go open up your trade, right? So it fell. Now, once it fell, then we jumped in and we said, okay, let's jump in over here. Okay, and now we've seen, where did it bounce? Did it bounce in a good area that this thing can go up again? Okay, first thing, did it bounce on a Fibonacci level? Yes. Second thing, is there any horizontal highs or lows that has closed in this area before? Yes, there has. 2 things that are ticking the box. Next thing, was the RSI at the bottom? Yes, it was. You see that over there? RSI at the bottom. 3 things. Last thing, and this is why I gave you guys the trade. Did we break trend? Yes, we did. Okay, therefore, we opened the trade. So when I just gave you guys the trade, it wasn't just, hey, let's just take a trade, guys. It was, hey, because we were in this area over here, I said, guys, we are breaking trend. Let's go. And remember, I took it at 83 or 84 cents. So on the break of that trend, 4 things were ticking, telling me, buy over here, put your stop loss below over here, and ride it up, right? The next thing that I then did was, okay, so this thing is now going up. I'm not here to turn this thing into the lottery ticket. I'm here to learn how to make money. So the next thing that I do, okay, is now I got the buy. How did I work on my take profits? Why did I tell you guys $1, right? $1 as the TP point. It was very simple, okay? Again, 4-step method. I said, okay, this token, and I'm going to show you here on the left-hand side here, this token was pulling down, and it broke. All 4 things were telling me yes. Now I go do the same thing. Okay, now if this token goes up, let me put a fib on it. Do you see the difference now? When I was looking when the market was coming down, I was taking the fib from the bottom to the top. When I was looking when the market was going up, I was taking from the top to the bottom, right? And what did it do? It gave me a bunch of fib lines. The next thing that I look for, where is horizontal? Do any of these lines here have horizontal supports? Right, horizontal resistance or supports. And you could see that the 618, okay, was the one that had the main resistance that I'll show you guys over here. This high over here. You see these highs here? There is over here. Now, the next thing that was also important, this one also had a low, okay, but the risk to reward was not worth it. Okay, remember, risk to reward is super important. If I bought here, and that is my risk, and I'm putting this over here, is that a good trade? No. Okay, but if I go up and I say, hey, but there's horizontal support here, and that's the 618, and that is a 3-to-1 risk to reward, okay, that's the one that I'm going for, right? That makes sense that price will get to those areas over there. So how I got to that TP point was there was horizontal support over here, there was horizontal, and there was a main Fibonacci line. Okay, as a TP sort of point. Again, if I wanted to short there, I would have then added the trend line, RSI at the top, all these sort of things as well. But nonetheless, this is a very simple way of how I took that trade, how I found it, right? And then as things played out, you could see that from there, things started to play out good, went straight through, started to take a little bit of its time, okay, then pop through, hit our TP, and now we are starting to get ready to the downside. Right? And we're going to get ready for the next major trade over there. So all that it was just me coming on straight away. I literally spoke to the team about, I don't know, 5 minutes before we started the stream. And I said, guys, should we take a trade with them today? Yes. I had to find you that trade in 5 minutes. Okay, it's not that I had time to find that trade, time to get everything ready. I had to find this everyone trade the same way that I had a short ready for you guys today. And now the short's gone. So now I've got to find you another trade. Right? It's not hard to find a trade now because I have a system. So let's go look at the system. Let's go look at the system, and let's say, as an example, Cardano. as a new trade now, right? So let's get rid of this over here. Again, what direction is this market going in? Okay, and remember, I'm trading the 1 hour. What does that mean? I'm trading this for the next 24 to 48 hours. I want to make some money today. That's it. Right? I'm not thinking about what's going to happen next week, next month. I don't care. Okay, I want to know how do I make some money today? Okay, so is this going up, down, or sideways trend? It's in an uptrend, right? It's very clear that from bottom to top over here, that's what it looks like. If you guys are ever confused if it's up, down, or side, just draw it out. Take a line, draw it, and then move it to the side and say, hey, what does that look like? That's an uptrend. What is an uptrend? Higher lows, right? Higher lows, strong green, smaller red, it's an uptrend. Okay, next thing that you look for over here again, okay, is this area. Let's just see here. Okay, now what do? I put in my Fibonacci's. So here, from bottom to top, it's going to give you the next trade. From bottom through to the top, there we go. Okay, next thing, is there any horizontal supports in a certain area? There's one where we just bounced. Over here, you see this low on the left here, and it's on a fib, and there's one just below it, where you can see these candles closing over here. There we go. Okay, is my RSI at the bottom? Yes, it is at the bottom, so that's a very close zone over here. And last thing, I cannot take the trade until this breaks the trend. If this goes up in the stream and starts breaking the trend, we can take the trade. Why? Because it bounced in the good area. The RSI is at the bottom. Okay, remember, you've got two ways of trading this. You can either try buy something when the knife is falling, or you can wait for the token to settle, break the trend, confirm that this is the bounce zone, and you can take the trade over here, put your stop loss below, take your damn fib from the bottom, top to the bottom again, put it at the 618, and take your damn profits again. Can I have ones in the chat? I'm learning. This is good. This is great. Now, let me show you another thing on the other side of this now. Let me show you shorting the market. Woo! Who feels nervous? Who wants to short the market right now with me? Who want to short it with me? It feels nervous. It feels nerve-wracking. Say, hey, this market's bouncing strong. It feels this. Let me show you again. It's all about the preparation of the mind. Because again, what did I say in the beginning of the show? And I just felt it in my damn body right now. Say, guys, who wants to short? Yeah. Now the market's busy bouncing hard, and I'm like, should we short? Should we short? Do you see how the emotions come into my brain? They come into my brain already, and I'm like, I started it. Yes, we're going to damn short. Why? Because the damn four-step method is telling me to short, right? And this will be a nice little practice point. Again, school fees money. This is to get confidence going, okay? Let's look at why do we want to short Solana, right? Very important. So first thing over here is if I look at my 618, let's go look at where 618 is. There we go. First thing I look at, where's the high, where's the low, right? High and low over here of the zone on the 15-minute. This is a 15-minute chart. I want this to play out pretty quick. Okay, so there's the high, there's the low. Let's go look at the higher time frame one over here as well and see where that bad boy is at. Let me just see. I'll explain a lot of this. Remember, we've got questions at the end of the stream, guys. We can talk about any of the questions. There's the next one over there. So it just shows me that, hey, you want a tight stop loss here, because if we break back into this, Solana's going to go to 160 bucks, and that will be the next short area. Okay, so if I look at this, let's go back. There we go. So what am I doing? I'm taking a Fibonacci from here to here. Okay, the next thing, is there any horizontal support? Yes. Do you see that low over there? There's a low on the left-hand side there. Yes, that is the low over there. So where Solana rejected shows me that we were at this area over here. Give me 2 secs. Why is this not playing out? 2 secs, 2 secs, 2 secs. There we go. Okay. Why is this thing being weird? Give me 2 secs, guys. Jerv, is anyone on my trading view? I see things weird here.
No. Let me just quickly double check with
Just see with Andre, please, if someone's on here, because I know they post for club. Okay. Yeah, cool. Let's jump back in. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the short, and then we'll explain it as we go. So the short now is between this 148.5, and the next area here is the 150. I'm going to take a little bit of cash here. I'm already in my short, but I'm going to take one over here with you guys. I'm going to put the stops and show you. Why is this not? I think my computer's literally glitching out a little bit here. Damn, is PTCC giving away a Cybertruck? It is on the top over there. Okay, let's go here and let's type in Sol. Okay, there is Sol over there. Okay, there is Solana. Okay, so what I'm going to do, small leverage. I'm not going to go crazy here. I'm going to do a 3x as an example.
Just bring your mic closer, Sheldon.
My mic.
There we go.
Okay, cool. Okay, 3x leverage. I'm going to take the shorts. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to short. Let's say an example of around 25%. Again, this is to teach you guys how to short. If you've never shorted before, perfect time to learn how to short. And I'll go through the strategy again now. Okay, over here and short the token. Boom. Okay, so my short is open. Next thing that I want to understand, where am I shorting this thing? So obviously, if you see that this token is now hit the 618, when it hit the 618, let's go through the tests again, okay? The first thing, 618. Second thing, was there horizontal support? Yes. Third thing, was the RSI at the top? It won't be at the top now. Why? Because it's already broken the trend. Remember, the trend is the fourth indicator that has to cross to confirm that this thing wants to go down again. Right? So your RSI will obviously not be at the top just yet, because if you wanted to take your first buy, sure. So again, this is why I tell you that sometimes you can wait for the trends to break until you want to trade. Okay, you don't have to, to catch a falling knife or something pumping or dumping or anything at that point. So was the RSI at the top? Yes, it was when it hit that major zone. And did we break trend? Yes. So what's happening now is price is coming up to retest. So this would be the area here to enter the short. Then what I would do is I'll take the fib from the top to the bottom over here, and I'll see where's the 618, and that's where my stop loss would go. So I've just taken the short now on Solana, and my stop loss would be around the areas of 151. So let's go back in over here, go down, add this in, stop loss, and put in 151. Okay, which means I am risking out of, let's just see the full position. Okay, so $90. Okay, and okay, so out of $2,000 that I have put in, I'm risking $90. Okay, not a massive loss, right? It's not a big high risk trade to pay attention over there. So there we go, $2,000 on a 90. So remind you again, stop loss is at 151. Now I want to determine where do I take profits, so where will my TP be? Let's clean up over here again. Okay, so remember, what did I do? I basically took fib from top to bottom of this wave, top to bottom, got my main Fibonacci lines, see was there any support in those areas, was the RSI at the top. The last thing that I was looking for was were we breaking trend. So the same technique, just the opposite direction. Okay, did we break through? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 touch trend line. Good trend line over here. Putting my stop loss back in these areas. Now, to find my take profit point, I look at the other direction now. I take from the bottom to the top. Remember, guys, it might seem a little bit tough now. With practice, it comes a lot quicker. And I look at, okay, where is there horizontal supports or anything that is matching? And I can see here pretty clearly that this bottom over here is lined up with the 618 over here. Okay, plus remember, why are you not choosing this one, Sheldon? Because the risk to reward doesn't make sense, right? Because if I'm here now and I'm putting a stop loss, wrong tool, let's go to the short tool over here. There's my stop. If I take this one over here, is that a good risk to reward? No, it's not. If I take it over there, that's a better risk to reward of 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that means my TP is at 139. So now I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to click on here and TP 139. Okay, so that means I'll make 4. So I'm risking $90 to make $400, and that is on the market going down. Now again, felt scary, right? It feels scary. Hey, this thing's pumping. Is the market going to go up again? We have to follow the system and follow the rules. I got to trade as a robot. I got to trade as a, what's up? I have to follow the plan and the full idea. And remember, with the 4-step method, what becomes so powerful about it, guys, is you saw now, Sheldon, why did you take that one and not that one and all these things? When you have only 4 tools to focus on. You're going to get good at that. The problem is when you're focusing on 40 coins and focusing on 100 indicators, you're never going to get good at your tools and sharpening your tools. I know I can choose it quickly because I'm only focusing on 4 tools. When you have this 4-step and you have these 4 tools to set up, you get really good and you really get really quick and comfortable with getting those over there. Can I have 3s in the chat if you have taken the short with me over there? Let me know. Let me know if you have taken the short. Again, this thing can stop. We've calculated for that. We've calculated for the loss because, again, what did I do? I took another fib higher up, and I know that if this thing does break out over here, it's going to go to 160. So, yes, stop me out. But right now, it doesn't make sense for me to long the market. Short is the one that makes sense for me as well. Plus, I want to teach you guys how to have the confidence to short over there as well. Okay. We will go through a lot more questions when it comes to the TA at the end. Now let's jump in. So I have a little bit of announcement for you guys as well today. There is one more event to this cohort. Okay, I don't usually do this at all. Okay, the reason is we obviously got Cornelia. Have we got them over here? Can we bring them up? Well, it's here over here, right? So what I'm going to jump into now is the businesses and explain to you guys what do you do to your damn money, right? Where do you put it? If you're taking multiple losses, Rachel, and you've lost other like let's just split your money up, put it in the right place. Let's put safe indicator or safe things with the money that's very important to you. Let's make a very safe, simple strategy there for you. And with the other little bit more degen, take 2%, start learning how to trade, start doing all these type of things as well. Okay, but in order to do that, I need to teach you guys the theory. Once we got through the theory, we're going to put all of this out. I got 1 or 2 more questions to ask the 2 contestants or the 2 members that I have chosen over here, just to understand their goals. I've asked how much money they want to make. I've asked them how much do they make monthly, how much do they want to put into crypto monthly, what's their goal for this year, what's their goal for next year, what is their debt, what are all of these things. So I've made these questionnaires for you guys to really just deep dive your own life, right? Be honest with yourself. What are you worth? What do you make every month? What do you want to be worth? How much debt do you have? What's holding you down? What's the rock that's holding you from getting to that big goal? So basically opening up all the wounds, taking out all the information. Okay. Then what I'm doing is I'm going to teach you guys the theory, and then we are going to do an event next Tuesday. I don't usually ever do four events in a cohort, and it's going to be a full deep dive on these 2 specifics where I'm going to actually start presenting a little bit of it today, but they can actually ask me a lot of questions. Cornelia, you can ask me I'm going to break and show you your entire game plan off of numbers that we have spoken about, and I'll keep those numbers to us. That doesn't have to go fully open. I'm going to do examples of it, okay? Or if there's permission, you can let me know, but nonetheless, give you the full trading techniques, give you everything that you need, but also to have a stream where I don't need to teach anything, you can just ask me questions. So I'm going to reveal it to you, and you can be like, oh, but why that, Sheldon? Oh, but I want to make this one, but how do I trade this? So today I'm going to just explain to you the theory. Please pay attention to the theory today, the full understanding of a business, a roadmap, how to achieve it, all these type of things. And then we're going to actually put it all fully into action and do another event. And again, I've used this cohort for the new sniper school. I've used this as a little bit of a trial, and that's why we're adding events and all these things, and it takes, and I don't want to have a 3-hour session today. I still want to keep it to a decent time, but yes, Cornelia, we're happy with that. Can I ask you, can I unmute you over there, have you learned something this cohort?
I have, but trading still is like, well.
Don't worry, I saw your sheets there. You are going to do very little trading.
Okay.
Very little trading. We're still going to get those financial goals, but we're basically going to play into your strengths.
I am more the investor type with some swing trading maybe, but I'm not a day trader.
Exactly. So I asked the question to Cornelia as well. I said, are you more I said rate yourself, and I want all of you guys to rate yourself. I said rate yourself as an investor, rate yourself as a trader, rate yourself as a swing trader. Rate yourself, right? How good are you? You know, and you were a 1 when it came to trading. And that's great to know. Fantastic. And your investing was a little bit more higher skilled. So now what I've done is I'm building your full strategy and majority of money in your investing. But there is a little section or 2 for your other 2 that we're going to grow up. And I'm going to give you the roadmap of how to get better at trading and why would you do it and how would you do it and what does that look like, type of thing as well. But nonetheless, it was so great to play your strengths. Where on the other side, where's our other? Remember, we got him. He's a little bit more, he's a 1, 1, 1. 1 out of 10 on trading, 1 out of 10 on investing, 1 out of 10, brand new to crypto. Freebie, Jose, I can't wait for you, sir. I cannot wait for us to have fresh blood that has never had anything in crypto to do it here. And please, can I have in the chat who's lost money before? Who's
I
lost
have.
money before in crypto? You've lost money, Joe. No. But who's lost money over here? All of us that has lost money, you've just started your journey here. We want you to not lose money, sir. We want to know that all the money that we lost, we're gonna make it back and kill it as well, right? But we want to know that all the money that we lost also maybe just helped your journey for you not to lose as much as we did. It'll make us feel a little bit better for the money that we've given back. But I love that I have a blank canvas with you as well. I love that we are fresh in the beginning over here, but I do have more questions for you, sir. Which ones, and I'm going to ask you now quickly, which ones intrigue you the most? Out of investing, trading, swing trading, and this is with your lifestyle, where you live, what you do, which one excites you and do you think you're going to be the best at? Because now you're brand new, you don't know which one to go at. Do you think investing is the biggest one that intrigues you? Like, do you think the leverage trading, like what do you think is going to play into your strengths? And what do you think is going to be your main driver that I can make you good at, right? Like, which one?
I would say swing trading.
Swing trading. Okay.
Yes.
Amazing. And why? Is that because you have a little bit of a busy life? Like, why swing trading?
Well,
Is that just because of your lifestyle, or is that because do you think it suits your personality and skills?
I think that is more of a lifestyle, but I do have the time for the day trading, which I want to learn also.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking this is because I'm building your roadmap, and I'm basically saying, hey, you want to swing trade right now because of your lifestyle. You've got some work, you've got some things going on. What happens if you don't have that work anymore and you do have the account size that you need, right? Then what? Then are you trading every day? Are you doing these type of things? So I'm asking you, what is that feeling of what do you want and where do you see yourself going? So I'm asking this because I'm building your guys' roadmaps. I need to have that little bit more understanding. And the same with you, Cornelia, as well, is you're good at investing now, okay? But is that where your heart's at? Is that where you know that that's going to be the best avenue for you? Or you're just doing that because that's the safe play right now?
It's a safe play. The only reason.
Only reason. Fantastic. Cool. So now I know, hey, there's involvement here between both of you here. Is we could actually, it starts off here, but in the roadmap, it can turn into the next one. Right? And again, what that does is now you both have your two different skills. And Jose, we're going to start now on a swing trading strategy. And Cornelia, we're going to start with the investing strategy. However, when you get to stage 1 or 2 or 3, we are going to have an upgrade phase that's going to turn you into something else and start developing the next skill. Okay, and it's going to basically take you now to the next area of where you're going to get. So firstly, in order to do that, let's make you the best investor and best swing trader you get, right? And let's get the financials going. And once the financial hits a certain goal, okay, now Cornelia's going to turn into a boss of a leverage trader. Maybe, right? Maybe you are a Bitcoin trader, which means you trade everything to Bitcoin pairing. You become an investor now that doesn't trade to the dollar anymore. You only trade altcoins to Bitcoin. And you'll see how much money that actually makes. That makes way more money because you're not going from a token into a stable. You're basically going in 2 tokens that are moving every day. So if you catch the Bitcoin one where the token does this and Bitcoin does this, the amount of Bitcoin you make in a day or week is insane. So we might make you into a pair trading machine, right? And it may be an ETH trading or Solana. You might trade to Solana pairing or ETH or thing. So the road is going to take us down. But I just wanted to know from the core of your heart why you guys have chosen these two as maybe as your best rankings or what you're thinking. Okay, but you're both open to the next chapters as well. So that's great. That means I can go all out on both of you and say, hey, when you achieve this financial goal, let's get your leverage from a 3 to a 7. When you get to this one, let's get your swing trading from a 5 to a 7. When you get to this one, let's now bring in a new skill, which is pair trading. When we get into this, now let's get into maybe a little bit of prop trading. And we can start building you a roadmap that as you you are achieving, you can start evolving. I want you guys to get smarter. I want you to get emotionally more resilient. And I want you to have an open book that yet, yes, you have seen a couple of careers in crypto, but we might actually bring a new career. There might be something that actually comes along the way that you might be even way better at than what you've been at anything else you've already tried. And I think that's the goal here, is to keep you evolving, keep you growing. And the next thing as well, guys, is you are getting 2 roadmaps. So can I have the first thing? Do I have permission to reveal from you guys here? I can reveal some. I'm not going to give the exact information you've given me. I'm going to create examples of it. But do I have permission to give you guys this full roadmap on your lives and give you guys a full? I just want to confirm. You're going to get 2 roadmaps. The first one is going to be the financial and the TA and the crypto roadmap. The second one is going to be the personal. I'm going to give you guys a couple of books. I'm going to give you guys a couple of things, a couple of pods, a couple of things that are outside, because as long as you are growing financially, that's cool, but I need you to grow in other aspects as well. Because your mental game, because for example, when it sounds amazing to have $1 million, right? It also sounds amazing to have $3 million, right? But you know how much more pressure there is when you're trading $3 million? You have to be more resilient, because right now to trade 200K or for 500K or whatever it may be, it comes with that pressure. Okay, but when your account's $5 million, it comes with a different amount of pressure. And if your personal life does not match your account, you give away a lot of that money back, because there's an imbalance, which means your
Yeah.
personal life must be on a level 5 and your trading life must be on a level 5. So what I'm also going to give you guys, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, and I realized that when I tried my skills that I had when I used to trade my $1,000 accounts. I tried that with a $100,000 account, and it's like it absolutely it's wrong. Fundamentally, it doesn't make sense, and I'll take a 100K account and I'll build this thing up to like 50Xs, guys. And it's like, what the hell am I doing, right? When I had $100, sure, go for it. But I was treating $100 the same as $100,000, and that's incorrect. That was something that caught me off guard. So the goal here is to say, hey, we are setting your financial goals, but when you get there, there's a certain person you need to be when you get there too, so that you can make sure you get from the 1 million to the 3 million, and from the 3 to this. You got to kind of be an evolved person when you get there. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. So it's also going to be a personal journey together. And you know what? I just want to thank you two both from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this secondly. But my life next in crypto goes into the little bit more on the personal and motivation side. And you guys are giving me the opportunity to show you that side that not a lot of people have seen before, and not things that I brought. So that matches, because everyone sees my shows every day and you see that I made TA and that's how I made my money. But how did I do that, with everything in the background? And that's something that I get to show in this cohort with you guys, where we can say, hey, yes, it's nice to have $1 million, but if you don't have the right mindset or the right daily routine with $1 million, you're just going to blow up $1 million, right? And that's going to suck. Wouldn't it suck when you let to get to $2 million and then give it all back? That would suck, right? It would really imagine you finally get to that goal, and then you because you weren't prepared or anything like that, you gave a lot of it back. And you guys are giving me the opportunity to show you the other side, and I get to evolve. And you can see this code has been a lot of fun for me as well. So thank you guys as well for being brave to be up here and to be a part of it.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's jump in. So again,
thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure. So again, guys, there's still one more event after this. Let's go through the building the business. So what I'm doing with you guys, I'm taking you down a road, a basic understanding. Let's just get the slides here, okay, of 3 pillars, right? Three major things that's going to drive, okay, and basically give you an understanding. And let's just show you here. And then what it does is it evolves you into your full plan, right? Your full understanding of building your empire. Okay, so it starts off with a couple of pillars, and then this is the very important thing over here. You got a personal journey, you got a money journey, you got times where you need to make money, and there's times where, hey, you shouldn't make money right now because you're not ready for the money. Okay, so once we get, there's no point from us taking you from $10,000 to $50,000 and then going from 50 to 100 if you're not ready for it, because you're going to lose the 50K and you're going to be very upset with yourself. So there's a certain point where, hey, we need to turn on the gas and make money, right? We've got to pay things, we've got to get things done. But then there's a point where it's like, hey, you need to be a better you now before we go make more money. It's not healthy to make more money now, because you don't want to be a parabolic chart. I showed you this over here. Which one do you want to be? You want to be a very structured trader, right? Which means they know when to make money and they know when to get better. And they know when to make money, know when to get better. You don't want to be number 3 and 4, where your money goes from 100,000 back to 20,000 to 100,000 back to 10,000. You don't want to do that. And that is just when you shortcut the system and you never evolve or upgrade as a person. Okay, so the first thing here is to go down 3 very important topics of building a business. Right, the first thing again, and I asked you guys, pop ones in the chat if you filled out the forms. Why the hell are you doing this? Right, what is the money? What is the purpose? Now, again, you have a big goal purpose, but now let's look at your money. Let's look at your exact amount of money and say, hey, I got $1,000, okay, and this $1,000, I want it to be $1,000,000 because I want that big life to free my family and do incredible things. But what's the first step? The first step is to say, hey, I need to prove to myself that crypto can actually make me money and I can put time in here because I'm putting my time into crypto now. I've only but lost money. I'm only but getting stopped out. I'm only but following people and I keep losing cash. Like, I don't know if I should even be here or if I'm even going to be able to do it. So the first step, in my opinion, is let's prove that it can be done, right? And I hope that taking the trade the other day and getting it right just gave you that little bit of hope to say, hey, there is a win on here. There is something we can win. And I'm hoping the short plays out too, right? Because they'll be amazing if we come on Tuesday, we're like, wow, we longed and short and they did well, right? Which was good. But the first one is that hope, is to get that point of, you know what? Like, this thing is real. So again, the first step in my mind is let's turn 1,000 to 5,000. If you turn 1,000 or 1,000 to 2,000 or 1,000 to 5,000 as example, right? It's like, then I would be like, wow, I could actually do this. It'll boost my confidence up. And then I can start focusing on, okay, let me deploy some savings in here and let me go for the big ones. Let me start looking how I can pay debt or how I can do these type of things. So purpose behind the money is super important. So I'm going to use the example of I want to buy a car, just an example, right? So the first thing that's important here is the purpose. I got the purpose. Second thing is I need to create a business out of this now. Okay, no more playing around. If you know what the money's there to do, no more playing around. Make it a business. Right? Make it a business that has structure, has rules, has a system, and has something that works. If it's not a business, you're treating it like nothing. And I'm not surprised why you lose money, because you don't treat it as anything important. Treat it as important. Create a business. Third thing, create a roadmap. Create a step-for-step. Break that roadmap up. So for example, I want to turn 1,000 to 5,000. Okay, let's break it into 5 steps. Why don't we turn 1,000 to 2,000, 2,000 to 3,000, 3,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000? Let's make it 5 steps, right? By doing that, it doesn't give this huge target for me to chase first. It's just got to chase 1 step at a time, which means, okay, I got to take 1,000 to $2,000. Cool. Okay. The next thing is, okay, now I can go find the tokens that will help me with this over here as well. And I have a 4-step method. Up, down, sideways trend. Okay, go. Like, it makes it very simple and you break it up into the bite-sized information, right? Then the next thing over here is the step-for-step method, game plan, and obviously exchange, use, and splitting system. And I'll explain this quite a bit more over here as well. So what that looks like, as example, is I only have $1,000, okay, and I want to buy a $25,000 car. So I'm using this slide here as an example. Okay, I want to show you why businesses are so important to understand. Because the moment you start stepping into the world of business, and this is something that I realized, that when I chased money my whole life, when I started trading and I'm like, oh, I need to be a millionaire and stuff like that, that was cool, right? It was cool to have those dreams. But when I actually got the gig at Banter, I started to realize, like, whoa, I don't know what tax looks like. I don't know what any of these things look like. And what I'm trying to say is, when I got into that world, I realized that there's a lot more that I can do with business than what I thought. Right? There's a lot more avenues. There's trust, there's this, there's that. I was like, whoa, like, this is a cool world that I can see all these different things going on. Right? So what that means is, when you treat your money like a business, you start to realize, hey, there's multiple things I can do in this business to achieve those goals. Not just trade one trade, buy a token and sell it. There's a couple of things that I can do here and little businesses that I can help this business to get to those major goals. So again, the first thing is to just have an understanding of what I'm doing, right? I have $1,000 and I want to buy a $25,000 car, right? So what is the roadmap? Let's break it into a couple of steps. Let's just focus on 1,000 to 2,000 first. Then 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 6. So it's 5 steps. Right? Instead of thinking 1,000 to 25, which basically means if I bought Bitcoin now, I need Bitcoin to go to like $2 million just to buy my car, right? That's not really realistic. Not that I don't think Bitcoin will get there, but that means I'm going to buy my car in maybe 10 years, right? I want to try to buy it this year, okay? So the first thing I do is, okay, let's break this thing into 5 steps, and let's focus on 1,000 to $2,000, okay? Then I'm like, okay, cool. And then it's 2,000, 4,000, so I've broken into steps. The next thing is the step-for-step method, okay, is to basically say, okay, now I know I need to choose level 1. Level 1 is $1,000 to $2,000. So what are my options? My first option is, let me go try find a token that will trade 100%. Now, luckily, guys, you actually might get that right in this current market because the market has come down 70%. So by one trade, you could double your money, right? And it probably won't take too long. Probably take about, I don't know, I'd say about a month to 6 weeks and you could do it, right? But that's not usually the case. It's not usually the case where you can get 100% trades. So you would need to buy Bitcoin now at 80K and you'd need it to go to 160K just to pass level 1. Like, wow, Sean, this is going to take me a long way. Or you can start to understand, hey, there's a world of business here. Okay, people ask, why did I get into leverage trading? Why did I get into margin trading? Right? In the beginning, it was my survival tactic. It was, oh, it's the quickest way I can get money, quickest way I can have more money than what I got. I don't have a lot of money. I need to make money. These type of things. But what I realized with leverage was, when did leverage start becoming a success for me? Was when I started to trade the small things. Right? When I started to trade the bread and the electricity and this stuff. When I tried to trade for the whole thing, I blew it up, right? There's too much pressure on myself. But when I traded the small things, I started like, whoa, okay. Now what that did in the time as well is that allowed me to start moving and starting to get my things paid. And then I started to meet Rand, Banter, and it basically started me to get through. So leverage is a very powerful tool to achieve small things, but terrible to achieve long-term wealth. Right? Now I know the difference over there, those type of things. So let me explain to you how there's a different way of thinking of this. If I have $1,000, I got to get to $2,000. Instead of me focusing on turning that 1,000 to 2,000 right now, let me think of a better way that I could get there. Okay, and let me think of this business analogy. My business analogy is turn 1,000 to 2,000. That's the business. What happens if I had sub businesses to help me achieve that? What happens if I had more businesses to help me achieve that goal? It'd probably be a lot easier, right? So this is where my head's at. If I take $1,000, let me go to the 4-hour chart right now, do the 4-step method. We know it works. We know it's good, right? And let me just make a 20%, 30% trade. In this market is very easy to do right now, right? Is to get a 20, 30%. They're all over the place. And I'll show you guys how to find the tokens now, okay? It's quite easy. Now, what will that do? That will give me $300, okay? Now, $300, which means on your, your stage 1 upgrade, stage 2 upgrade, stage 3 upgrade, right? Exactly. First step now, let me go from 1,000 to 1,300. Why? Because then what happens is I got $300 profit. Now, if I take that $300 and I go start using 3x leverage as the example of what I just taught you guys now, margin or 3x leverage. What that means is leverage means you can play with more money than what you got. So the first thing I did is let me go make free money. Let me take my $1,000 and let me go make $300, which is free money. Okay, and that free money, that $300, I can put on a 3x trade. Okay, and what that means is I can have a 3x ability on that 300, which means it gives me $900 buying or selling power. Remember, you can long or short, doesn't matter. But what did I do? I created myself $900 out of nowhere. Right? Which means I got my $1,000, made 300. Now I have a $900 business that is sitting next to my $1,000 business. Okay. Now let me go back to my original 1,000. Let me go make $200 on the market again, a 20% trade, which means my first step was to make a 30% trade. The second one was to make a 20% trade, right? And I make $200. Now this one, I'm going to go on a little bit higher level. This one I'm going to do at 10x leverage. Okay, and what does that mean is if I have $200 on a 10x, that's $2,000 that I have. Right? So now all of a sudden I have a $2,000 account. Okay, and that can long or short, and that is sitting next to my $1,000. So just by me thinking out of the box, instead of putting the pressure on myself that I got to get 100% trade, I said, whoa, let me take 2 interim trades that will help my business achieve that goal quicker. So now what I'm sitting with is $1,000, $900, and $2,000 all sitting next to each other. So now all of a sudden, what am I sitting with? Up to $4,000 in buying or selling power. Which means now, what percentage do I now need to turn 1,000 into $2,000? Right? Is I only need a 25% trade. So what I did is I took something that was 100% away. I said, hey, stage 1, make yourself a sub business. Stage 2, make a secondary sub business. Oh, wait, 10x is dangerous. Do you see that upgrade period? I want you to go watch 10x YouTubes tonight. Because that little upgrade period, you've just achieved the goal. You've just made your $200. You're about to start the 10x trade. Go get better at doing 10x. Go study it right now. Go join Sheldon's 10x channel. Go to his club. Go to do whatever you got to do. Upgrade. Get better. Now you have the skill. Now you got the tool, right? Amazing. Now you're only 25% away from achieving the 1,000 to 2,000 bucks. You go into the market, 4-step method. You have all 3 accounts. You do it. People will say, "Oh, but Sheldon, how do I do leverage trading?" I just told you where to go. I just told you what you need to become to achieve this. The fact that you know that now, that upgrade period is where you need to go study it now for 2 days now and go figure out what leverage dam is. But you are putting your blinkers to where they need to go. So what you've done now is you've created this 3 things, but you got 1 business and 2 sub-businesses that made your goal easier. Now you get to the 2,000. Those 2 small businesses shut down. They're gone now. Boom. They closed down. Done. Why? Because the mission was achieved. Now the next thing is 2,000 to 4,000. Okay, cool. You go back to your 2,000. What do I need to do? I need to make a 20% trade, a 30% trade, 2 sub-businesses. Boom. What you are doing is you're creating this damn roadmap with these small businesses and the main business, and you're making it way more achievable, way more quicker. What you're also doing is you're realizing, hey, in order to do this, there's 1 or 2 skills that I need to know along the way, which means that when you are busy with those spot trades, you're already starting to study the leverage on the side. You're already starting to study the margin on the side, so that when that goal is achieved, you have already got the knowledge and you can already start the next step. You have 2 journeys that are happening right now. You've got one that's a business and TA and crypto journey, and the other one is the personal journey that you have to grow as a person. As this one is growing, you need to keep up with it so that when you both get to level 2, you aligned with each other. If this one stays down here and you've just grown your account from 1,000 to 1,300 and this one did not grow, you are not aligned and it's very likely this one's going to come back down again, right? Think of yourself as 2 different versions of yourself that are moving together like this. The first step now is go make the 30% trade, nothing else. Don't worry about anything else than making the 30% and start getting ready on how to trade 3x leverage. Those are your 2 steps. Personally, learn how to 3x leverage. Trading wise, make 1 trade on a 4x thing there. Maybe 2 trades you got stopped out. Doesn't matter. 1 goal, make 30% on your portfolio and don't put a time pressure to it. Don't make it, I need to do it by tomorrow. Don't do that. I need to make it happen. May it take 2 days. And you know what? The moment you turn the clock off, the timer off, you do it way faster. Don't time yourself. Don't put time pressure on yourself. It's a scam. It's a lie. Right? You sit there and you say, I need to make it by the end of the week. Stop that. Just say, I need to make that. And the moment you need to make that, you'll see how quickly you'll actually start to make it. So again, can I have ones in the chat? Whoa, I never thought of it like this. I never thought that I can, and remember, when I'm talking about these businesses, this is without putting money into crypto, guys. This is not saying, hey, I have $1,000 every month to put into crypto. This is, hey, I got $500 and only $500. I have no more money to put into crypto. Right? That's what this is talking about. If you have $200 a month as well, you can adjust this into your strategy, right? But when I had that, that's all that I had. I never had any more money, right? That was the main thing that I had. So there we go. All of a sudden, off of these, adding in option 2, open plus 2 small little businesses to help, boom, my goal became from 100% to 25% away. And you know what? If you wanted to take it 1 step further, you could have created another $100 business and turned it into a 10% trade. Okay, and a lot of people are saying, Sheldon, how do I, on the exchange, how do I do that? Very simple, right? You have a spot account, or you know what, just go to your leverage account, right? And you will see that there's an option on the top that says that you can separate your trades. And I'll explain this to you guys and show you guys. And what that means is you can take multiple trades of the same token in the leverage platform, right? So what you do is you take your $1,000 and you put it on a 1x, no leverage, okay? And now all of a sudden you get that 30%. So now you take that $300, go to the top on the separate thing over there, and you say 3x, okay? And boom, all of a sudden you got $300 on a 3x. That's sitting right below your other one, okay? And then you go to the top. See, the moment that you understand, wow, I need to learn how to do this, you will discover that the exchanges have all the tools that you need already, which means without you having to have a spot and go here in your leverage futures trading dashboard, you can have your 1x, your 3x, and your 10x all ready to trade Solana. 1 token, all 3 of your accounts right next to each other. Very simple. I don't have to go there and find there and have to go to Maxi and then this account. Find all of them that are working over there. And again, 1 or 2 exchanges don't have this ability. Trade the one that does have the ability. Very simple, right? So all of these things start to unlock and start to understand that, whoa, there's a lot more than what I thought. Right, when it comes to this sort of thing over there as well. Okay, So that is the first major one, business structure. Then the next thing over here is charting, time frames. First thing I taught you guys, very important. Take whatever the part of the business is. I need to turn $1,000 to $25,000. Okay, but I got a busy week. These type of things, I can only do this on 4-hour charts, right? I can only trade 3 times this week. Realistic, okay? Add it into your crypto must join your life. You don't need to change your life for crypto. Okay, now that you know that, you go, look, okay, I'm going to trade the 4-hour over here, which gives me on average 6 to 8 trades per month. That's a lot of trades, guys. I only just told you now that you need to get 130 and 120 to open your business, and you need to take 2 trades from then you've achieved your goal, right? This time frame alone offers you 6 to 8 trades per month. 4 hours sounds great, right? So by knowing your time frames, you just understand your business now and attach to the right time frame. Token choice, quite simple. Let me show you guys token choice. Oh, look at this. Let's see. Do you see how that hits our trend line exactly? You see that? Literally to the, let's see. This thing plays out, guys. Insane. Beautiful. But look at that. Ping the trend line. Beautiful. Literally to the cent. Let's see now. Now what should happen is we should start free falling to the downside. But let me explain to you guys which tokens to trade now. Now again, I told you guys the best probability to win. So if you go through your tokens, first thing is up, down, or sideways trend. How many touches on your trend line? Oh, this token's got lots. Why did I say short Solana here? Because it's got a lot of touches on this trend, right? If I draw this trend line over here, you could see 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Good trend. Very good chance we're going to win this trade. Okay, that's why I chose this token. But nonetheless, let me show you another way to calculate it. So remember, the first thing I told you was what was the first percentage you needed to make, right? Which was the percentage of 30%. Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to find a token that is giving you 30% moves and also the time frame that it's doing it over as well. So let's go through a few examples. Let's go through ETH as an example, right? What I want you to do is when the RSI was flatlined at the bottom and the lines were crossing, and flatlined at the bottom and the lines were crossing, okay, you see this over here. I want you to take a ruler and I want you to go look at, you see when, and it must only be if it was in this black area at the top here, which means it's over 80%. Even 90 is better. 90 is actually better, okay? And below 10 at the bottom. And I just want you to say, okay, if I look at that, where was that on the chart? So I go here, that's where that was. If I go here, let's see over here, that's where that was. If I go back to the top, that's where it was. Okay, if I go back to the bottom, that's where it was, and over there, right? So you see what I did? I took top, bottom, top, bottom. Now what I want you to do is take your ruler from here to the bottom, 18%. Okay, now we take it from this one over here to here, 18%. Okay, from this one to here, 19%. Okay, from here to here, 12%. Okay, if I take those 4 numbers and I put them on a calculator and I just divide it by 4, it's telling me right now Ethereum on the 4-hour chart is offering you 15% per trade. Okay, so now you know on the 4-hour, wow, it's offering 15%. If you go to the 12-hour now, you'll see it's probably offering you 21%. So all you do is you go take the last 4 to 6 times, your RSI was at the top and the bottom, you go match it, and it will tell you that this token is currently ranging, it is giving you 15% longs and 15% shorts on average at the moment, and giving you these amounts of trades per month. So that's, if that suits your step, remember, what did I need? I need a 30% token. So this is not I now know what ETH is. It's giving me 15%. Let's go find one that's going to give me 30%, right? I need to make moolah here, baby. My business needs 30%. Okay? Let's go look. Okay, so this one is crazy. So the Cardano, like, it's up to you. You want to use that crazy Cardano one. I'm going to use AVAX as an example. Okay, so over here, let's pop through. Let's go through this one. You see it's not minus. It must be below 10 where the lines are crossing. So you take that one over there, top over there. There's the top, there's the bottom. Okay, this one is not really a thing. Bottom, top. And you literally can take you fast, man. Just go pop in there. You can see 19%. Okay, so these 2 tokens alone are offering you around 15%. You can now scroll through them and find them. If you don't find a token, I see the time is going crazy here. If you don't find a token that is giving you exactly 30%, then you have 2 trades to take. Cool. Okay, you find a token that has 5. Again, you take the token, up, down, sideways trend, 4-step method, take the trade, right? The 4-step method's already calculated, it's already worked everything out for you thing. But you see how you can go through the tokens. And again, all that I trade, guys, is the top 20 to 50 tokens. I don't trade anything less because I want volume. I don't need to trade the newest AI agent coin and whatever. I don't do any of that crap, right? I trade Solana, Cardano, AVAX, Chainlink. I've traded them my whole career, okay? And I've made just as money as everyone else that buys all these new coins and all this stuff. It doesn't matter. The coin needs to match your strategy, and that is the way that you find out is you go through and is it matching. Okay, then so that's how you find your token choice and the range. Direction of the market, 4-step method. Explain that to you. Then you have on this other side here, rule systems. Got 2 different rule systems. The one will be a rule system within your trading. Okay, so for example, 2 times you get stopped out, take a break, right? Because revenge trading is going to bite you in the butt and take you longer to get to your goal. So that means when you win, okay, and you win twice in a row, take a break. If you lose twice in a row, take a break. Okay, because even winning, you can get a big head and you can get really pumped up and you can trade too much and lose it all again, and that sucks. Remember, Cornelia, we don't want to go to 3 million now and go back, right? We don't want to do that. So in order to do that, you need to basically make your money and take a break. So you've got these rule systems that is in your personal life. If you've been fighting with the wife and you know that you're not good at trading when that happens, don't trade, right? This is where I need you guys to hold yourself accountable. I need you to be responsible. I need you to be disciplined. Okay, make a simple, good rule system that one is for your personal life and one is for your trading. The next one is obviously trading journals and let's say a portfolio manager, something that can keep your accounts and everything intact. We'll go through a little bit of this on the next one. Third one is a trading team. If you guys are not making friends right now with each other, Jose, look in the group here, pop a message right now, find someone that's in your position and make a buddy. I want someone that you can jump on at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're both going to get liquidated and you can sit and cry together. And when the market goes up again, I want you to be able to have someone to get up and say, hey, we're rich, baby. You must both be on the Lambo sides ordering Lambos, right? You need to have a trading team. You are literally here with 286 people on the stream right now that are all here to do the same thing. See who resonates with each other, make yourself, and why am I saying this? Because what people don't understand is me, Mama Sniper, Craig, and Jason sat until 5 o'clock every single damn morning in that year before I met Rand, before I met Banter, before this, and we traded our asses to survive together. We had that you just got scammed, you just lost all your money, we all just lost all of our money, but we're not going to quit. And today we are still a damn team. We are still here together today because we created that strongness that happened in that time. Get yourself a damn trading team. Cornelia, you need a trading team. You need someone else that's in a similar boat as you. And you know what, guys? If anyone is in a similar boat as Cornelia over there, okay, put a 1 in the chat right now. If anyone's in a similar boat as Jose, put a 2 in the chat right now. And if you see any names there, I want you guys to connect. Okay, so trading team, super important. And then what you have over there is, I'm telling you, you need to be able to phone. If you don't have someone to phone at 3 o'clock in the morning, say, hey, we're making money, baby, or we're getting our asses whipped right now. You're doing this alone, and it's gonna be a lot hard to do it that way. Okay, so you need trading team, and you need risk to reward over there as well. These are 3 major pillars that are when it comes to building a business and understanding the full structure. Plus, again, there's also 2 things that are important. There's a personal side, and this is something that is brand new that I've been building within the schools here as well, is these upgrading systems over here as well. The next thing that I'm going to teach you guys, and I'm going to teach it exactly to Jose and Cornelia as well, is I'm going to teach you how to chart your life, right? I'm going to teach you how to chart your finances, and I'm going to teach you how to chart everything as well. So I'm going to take your roadmaps and what you want, and we're going to build businesses and build the structures, but I'm also going to teach you tools that you can chart your own journey and show your strengths and weaknesses and help you a lot within that over there as well. Guys, have we learned something today? Can I have yeses in the chat? So guys, we are not going to do a questions today. We are going to do it on the next event. Okay, this has been a long stream together. We'll do the questions on the next event. Join me on Tuesday. I want to see 290 to 280 people here on Tuesday. We're going to go through their journey. I've already taught you guys all the theory. I hope this school has been amazing and it's taught you a lot. But now it's time to put the theory into these 2 individuals' lives. And from this, we can then see the magic start to play out. and I want to see Cornelia in her Porsche in the next 12 months, and we can go for a nice cocktail on the beach. If that sounds does it sound good? Sound amazing. Okay, guys, lots of love. We'll get through questions and that. Remember, you can go to the Discords now. There will be people online. If there's any questions you need answered right now, and we'll do the rest next week. Lots of love, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.